Welcome to High Strangeness, where we ask questions and explore all that is strange and unexpected in our reality.
Today we honor the memory of all those lost on 9/11. We remember the heroes, first responders, and innocent lives taken way too soon. We acknowledge the resilience of survivors and the strength of a nation unified in grief, hope, and determination. We will never forget, but our hearts, in some ways, may always be stuck there. I personally remember exactly what I was doing on that day, and it will probably be etched into my memory forever. Also, tragically, right here in my home state, a place we like to think of as one of the safest and low crime areas in the country, we had one of the most horrific things happen in 2025, and it was all caught on film. I'm, of course, referring to the assassination of Charlie Kirk, a young, energetic, and up-and-coming conservative activist. This was a political assassination. Now, with all the other troubling and lawless crimes occurring across this country, many aided and potentiated by bad policies that are destroying the fabric of this country, what are we going to do? Appeal to the self-serving politicians who can't agree on anything? In fact, will blatantly put the public's best interests to the side just to hold party lines and maintain that partisan favor? God help us. No, really. God, please really help us. Now, the assassination of Charlie Kirk is more than just a tragic loss. It may be a sign of something far deeper and more troubling unfolding in our nation. But first, our thoughts and prayers are with his family, friends, and all who loved him. And then all of us as well, as many of us admired what he stood for and tried to do by trying to lead the path in honest and open debate for a real exchange of ideas, and not the propaganda, stereotyping, scapegoating, misdirection, and programming we get from our media. Really, with all of this, we should also ask what forces are at play. Are we witnessing the rise of hidden powers, secret combinations, working in the shadows? So yes, today we reflect, we grieve, but we need to continue to ask the hard questions. Now look, I'm nobody. This is a tiny podcast, and I don't know anything really, but I do have some bad feelings about all of this. And I just feel like I need to say something so that people smarter than me, more important than I, can consider something past what the press will say as they try to keep this story hot for a bit, but then consider it solved before the next hot story comes along, whatever that will be. Here's the thing. Like the Trump assassination attempt or shooter, after that kid, the shooter, was taken down, too many people were just okay with feeling like, hey, they got the shooter, we're done, and not even worrying about the background of that shooter. I feel like that could happen here, too, with the Charlie Kirk assassination as well. Now, I know this was weird, but the first thought that literally came into my head when this shooting occurred was like someone had seen the future and came back to eliminate this impactful individual, basically changing the future. Now, I basically believe, or it appears anyway, that there may be something or some group high up in the shadows that seeks to steer and control our society. I know it sounds like crazy conspiracy talk, but one, this is the High Strangeness podcast, and there are plenty of signs of truth in many conspiracy theories. Look, I think a number of people thought Charlie Kirk was bad for the future, like the next presidential election. His ability to talk through the established narrative and directly to the younger generations, despite how they are groomed in institutions of education. He had a Trump-like ability to reach people. I'm just saying. And we know that drug lords like to use kids as useful idiots to carry out work so that they can't be charged and convicted. Is it possible that these young, college-age kids are being groomed and radicalized to do the unthinkable, with very little strings attaching them to anything or anybody? The Trump shooter was a young guy. Did he really have overseas accounts? The Charlie Kirk assassin appears to be a college-aged kid. but pretty skillful at 200 yards. Interesting. What will be his background? And what are his ties? I don't know. I'm just throwing it all out there. Well, once again, God help us. I mean, we really need some grown-ups to take charge here within the government. And once again, prayers again to the Kirk family, and God bless all of us, really. Anyway, that's it. Have a good day.
Thank you for listening to High Strangeness. This was a glance at some of the strange that exists in our reality.